Hey, welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. I thought I'd make a start, not promising to do any more than that, make a start on our kitchen. I'll show you what we've been putting up with, although we did actually make a start on cleaning out the ladies, Nanai and Lena, and help Beth to get a lot of the stuff that was here, and we moved it. We made a start on the kitchen a long time ago, but since then we've set up a YouTube channel which you might be aware of. But let me show you what we've got to work with at the moment. So you can see that I did start, and I made some cabinets which never got the doors, never got the top, and that was it. And the refrigerator is propped up on a few building blocks, and it is supposed to go in there. So that's the gap for it. This will be the kitchen sink, and we've got some granite which we bought incredibly cheaply from our friend Edgar at Ambercon, and it will come around and around to here. My idea was to have this, that's an aluminum sheeting, and that will be the backdrop for where the cooker will go, which will be there. Now I'm actually going to make some cabinet work for going along here, and what we're going to do is do a very narrow set of shelves which we can use the offcut of our granite and put it there, and some other shelving that I'm going to make here if I can get myself in the mood, and it will go there and over and on the other side to a certain extent. You can see that the wiring is very primitive. We have one, let me see, oh gosh, we've got 1, 2, 3, we've got 4 electric light sockets out here, and all of that needs to be addressed. And it's done Filipino style for Hilltop community, which is very basic. There it is. I actually did some other work here when we were in full swing. This is now used. It's got some other stuff, a lot of incomplete, as is always the case I think, a lot of incomplete projects. This was meant to be a place where you would sit and enjoy. Let me open the other side. So you would sit here and enjoy a cup of coffee in the morning. This would be like a breakfast bar, and that would be your scenery. And so that's where I'm going to unload a lot of that stuff now that I need to be able to get some order in. First thing I'll do, I think, is to get the refrigerator situated differently. Artwork by Beth. There's a Canada magnet. Now I've suddenly realised. Someone said, I like the fridge magnet, Canada. Yeah. Okay. Alright, well, all of this obviously is coming out. I've got some of this material. This is what I use for doing furniture. It's not stain quality. It has to be filled and sanded and treated, but it doesn't cost so much, and that's very important for us, obviously. I've already started the top here. This is what the granite will sit on, and I'll have to make sure that it's completely level. I'll have an L-shaped piece that goes here and along, and this of course is just there for the moment. So I have to get this level so that the granite sits perfectly level, and it will be mitered off into that corner. That's the plan. So let's get started. Well, this is going to be my my workshop area for the next, well, until I get the kitchen done. I'll set the workbench up in here, and then it'll be easy access to go into the work area, the kitchen. There's the window for the kitchen. What I'm going to show you now is our bargain, not a bargain basement exactly, but a bargain buy. Okay, so I was going to use this as my work area, but now that I think about it, why would I not use the porch over there? You can see it's a bit of a bit closer. If I have to cut these pieces of granite, this is the granite. Unfortunately, they put it upside down, maybe to protect it. But it was very cheap. It was only, I think, 3,400 pesos. Which, if you work that out, that's 3 pieces, and they're 8 feet long. So I'm going to have to find a way to get those up to there. Maybe I can get Ma to help me, and maybe between the two of us, one young man and one old one, and we'll see if we can get that. And then I'll use my trusty workbench, which was cut down to be like a coffee table. I cut that down because it was that much easier, and I think actually it had to be cut down, now I remember, to get it out of the guest house, which is there. Okay, so the next thing you'll see is hopefully that granite moved up there and a new area set up. Back in a minute. Okay, well, we've got our little workshop set up here, tough as it is. I'm going to open the box in a little while. This is the best side of granite. Obviously it has to be cleaned and polished when it's installed. Very heavy, and it will have to be rounded off and polished at the edges. But you can see that it's actually a very nice. This was the cheapest one. It was the cheapest. About 3,400. But I think that will really nice. Okay, so on to the next stage of our project, when we'll have to make up a work list. I'm actually making up a work list, and we'll do some drawings later, which I'll show you. Alright, so for right now, bye for now. This is a foreigner in the Philippines, and you can now like, comment and subscribe. Bye for now.